Underperformers show you the problem. High performers hide it until they quit, they break, or they burn out. The underperformer, when they're not delivering results, everyone can see it. It's obvious. But the high performer that's crushing it, that's seemingly winning at life and with work, they may even appear to be a great leader on the outside, but inside, they're lost. They're tired. They're overworked. They're overscheduled. They feel like they're not good enough, so they keep pushing. And if you resonate with any of this, if you're a high performer, if you lean towards being a perfectionist, if it never feels like it's good enough, if you feel like you have to be validated by your performance and results, this video could be helpful. My name is Jeff Salzenstein. I am a keynote speaker and performance coach. I work with high performers, CEOs, founders, teams, organizations, and I'm committed to helping them perform under pressure without losing themselves, without burning out. And if this video is resonating with you and resonates with you, you can go ahead and subscribe, because many people that watch these videos are not subscribed yet. So we would love support from the channel. And of course, you can share it with others that want to perform at their best. I know a little something about burnout because I've experienced it myself multiple times throughout my life and my career. Playing professional tennis for over a decade, there were many times when I experienced burnout, because when you're traveling around the world, when you're losing every single week, when you're not making enough money to pay the bills, that stress can build up over time. And then you keep pushing and pushing, and you don't get the adequate recovery, and you start doubting yourself, and you're feeling mentally, physically, and emotionally fatigued. It's taxing, and it can lead to wanting to quit, to breaking, to burning out. And I remember one time in particular, it was near the end of my career. I had had a lot of success, breaking the top 100 in the world, playing in all the slams, playing against the best of the best, having all these incredible experiences. I was towards the end of my career, and I remember I just didn't want to wake up and get on a plane anymore. I didn't want to go compete. I didn't want to feel the pain of losing, being alone in a hotel room in a foreign land somewhere, making $500 when my expenses for the week were $2,000. And that pressure and that stress was building up over time, and I started to lose myself. And it got so stressful for me, and there was so much cortisol raging through my body, that I woke up one day feeling lightheaded. And I never played another professional tennis match again, because my health went downhill, because I was suffering. And so I imagine at some phase of your life, you've probably felt tired, overworked, maybe a little burned out. And you know what that feeling is like. Maybe you question your purpose. You don't know quite what to do next, and you're not really inspired by the work that you're doing. It's a struggle. And the good news about actually experiencing burnout, there's good news with all of this, is it's an opportunity. It's an opportunity to go this way, to look at yourself and see what kind of changes that you can make. Sometimes it's as simple as getting more rest, focusing on your recovery. Sometimes it's as simple as learning how you can regulate your emotions and focus on practicing breathing exercises on a consistent basis. Maybe it's just getting out into nature, spending more time to get your energy back that way. There are a lot of different ways that you can move through burnout. And it's important that you can identify that you are struggling with it, that you are breaking down, that you have someone you can talk to, that you can go to, that you can come up with a plan and a framework that can help you. We know that if you keep pushing as a high achiever, as a high performer, if you keep pushing harder and harder, if you keep focusing on the hustle and the grind, at some point, things will give out. You won't have the staying power. You won't have the longevity. So the new flex is to focus on your well-being. It's to focus on having better fundamentals day in and day out. Instead of pushing and overworking, you've got to catch yourself and create an environment for you to install or implement new fundamentals, or bring the fundamentals back that you used to practice, so that you have more capacity to handle everything that's coming your way. And a couple of really powerful fundamentals that can make a huge difference. And they're simple ones. Fundamentals are not meant to be complicated. They are the basics. They are the building blocks for performance, well-being, and happiness. The first one is to focus on getting better sleep. And related to that could be cutting back or removing how much alcohol you're drinking. I know that's the societal norm. It's a social thing to do, is to drink, have a couple cocktails, but it could be impacting your recovery. It could be impacting your mindset, even connecting to some anxiety, maybe even some depression. So those are some simple fundamentals when it comes to your sleep and recovery and cutting back on the alcohol. I mentioned it earlier, but just getting outside, getting into a park, getting into nature, seeing the green trees. Obviously, if there's green leaves on the trees at the time that you're outside, but just getting outside, regardless of the season, getting your feet on the grass, going for a walk on a consistent basis, that can help you restore your energy. This can help you shift your perspective in the moment when things feel overwhelming. And you do these little fundamentals every single day and they add up. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. You don't have to spend hours practicing the fundamentals that work for you. But it's important to identify that burnout is a real thing, breaking down is a real thing if you don't have the right fundamentals in place. So instead of focusing on hustling more and getting the results that everyone else wants for you and that you want for yourself without focusing on taking care of yourself, you want to make sure that you focus on being at your best by making the fundamentals consistent day in and day out. And that's how you avoid burnout. And that's how you can have the capacity to handle everything coming your way. My name is Jeff Salzenstein. If this video resonated with you, if you enjoyed it, if you think it could help someone else, share it with someone else, because we are on a mission to help millions of people be at their best, even when the pressure is on.